Hey ladies, in today's video we are going to be installing some really pretty clip-ins from Curlsqueen hair. So this is the box that it came in. It also came with this little pouch, and in it has a tangle teaser type brush. It also has extra clips and a really nice bonnet. The Curlsqueen brand is that signifies women beauty, power, self-love through their hair. So this is how the clip-ins are looking. This is an up-close shot. The curls are really pretty, and once we go through the video and we work through the hair, it is going to match my texture really well. These are the seamless wefts, and they give more of a flat, lightweight, comfortable, and invisible look to the hair. These are a 22-inch and it equates to about 255 grams. Also, the texture is 3C4A, and my natural texture is about a 4A. Now what I'm doing is I'm taking out my leave out, and as you guys can see, I only took out a small amount of my leave out, but what I wish I would have done is took out more, especially at the back of where my leave out is right there. I should have took out more to cover the tracks, but it'll work out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to braid my hair down because my hair is already high density. The clip-ins are really high density once you put them on as well, so I didn't want super big hair, so I decided to braid my hair down first and then clip the clip-ins on to my natural hair. By braiding up my natural hair and clipping the clip-ins on this way, this makes for a great protective style because you're not using too much water on your hair and you're not using too much heat. I'm starting off on flat ironed hair because this is an old silk press that I did about 3 weeks ago, and I didn't feel like washing my hair completely, so I just decided to do this on an old silk press. Now you can do this style on blow dried hair, or after you wash it you can do it on freshly washed hair. You just want to make sure that at some point in time you're drying your hair, so you can wash your hair, do this braid down, and then dry your hair. You just never want to leave your hair wet because that calls for other issues. After I did my braid down, I just bobby pinned the back up, and I went and washed and conditioned the clip-ins. So this is how the hair looks after it has been freshly washed and conditioned. And you want to wash them because this shows the true texture of the hair. Not just that, but it elongates the curls as well. So like I said, I'm just going to clip the clip ends onto the braids. Actually, what I'm doing is I'm clipping the clip ends on my actual scalp hair instead of the actual braids because it gives me a better grip. Now I'm just going through and taking the remainder of the clip-ins and just clipping them from side to side right on my hair. Okay, so once we got more so towards the top, I started using the smaller pieces of the clip-ins, and that's when I kind of just played around with it. I kind of just looked to see where there were gaps, and then I just laid the clip-ins wherever there were gaps in my hair, and then I kind of just adjusted any that needed to be adjusted and just laid the clip-ins down until I got to the very top of my leave out. Something handy that helped me was to have a mirror in front of me, and then I had a handheld mirror to make sure that the clip-ins in the back were covered because that's embarrassing having those clip-ins show. So I made sure that they were covered completely. And now I'm just showing you guys the texture and taking down my leave out area. So as far as my leave out area, obviously it's straight, so I'm going to go in and wet it and make sure that it curls back up to match the texture of the clip-ins. As my leave out started to curl back up, it's not fully curled back up. I just kind of wanted to show you guys the texture of the hair and my natural hair together without me manipulating it. So this is how it would look if I didn't go any further, pretty much, and I just defined my curls. But what I'm going to do is go in and do a twist out, because I didn't really like the jerry curl look, kind of. So I was like, let me do a twist out and see if I like it better that way. So I'm going to use some edge booster because I wanted something with some holes. So at first I was going to use foam, but foam gives more of a lightweight curl to the hair. So I wanted something that was going to be a little bit more heavy and elongate the curls more. And also edge booster is what I use for my wash and goes anyway. So it's going to help blend the clip-ins with my natural hair really, really well. So I'm just going through and I'm wetting the hair first, and then I'm taking my dimming brush to define the curls and to kind of get out any knots or tangles. And then I'm going to just twist the hair and then twirl the ends around my finger to give it that really nice curl. Now I'm at the top, and this is where my leave out is. This part you really want to make sure that you, of course, gently brush your hair and blend it in with the clip-ins. And then I'm going to take my edge booster. I'm taking like a good amount of edge booster just because it always takes me a lot of product to get my hair tamed. So as you guys can see, like that's how it looks when it's mixed in. So you want to brush it in, you want to pat the hair into the clip-ins, do whatever you got to do to just kind of like mix it in there and make sure it blends. So obviously you want to twist it with the hair too. So that's what I'm doing. That's how I am blending my leave out in with the clip-ins. And then I'm going to mold my leave out area and my edges, because I like for my edges to be kind of slick, especially when I'm wearing curly styles. Also, I wear a glove because my hands get irritated from products. So now I'm just going to sit under the dryer. I sat under the dryer for about a good hour and a half, and my hair still was not dry. So during the takedown, my hair was still not dry. So if you have the time, sit under the dryer. Make sure you flip the twist up probably about halfway through, because you want to make sure the ends are dry. You want to make sure the sides are dry, everything is dry, so you don't have to deal with frizz. And I kind of had to hurry up because I was filming all day and I just got tired and impatient. So I'm taking them down, and I did get a little bit of frizz, but not too much because I left a small amount of leave out. So, but it was kind of hard for me to blend the back part of my leave out back there with the clip-ins because I did not leave enough hair out. So if you are recreating this style, make sure you, 1, take out enough leave out, and then 2, make sure it is completely dry before getting from under the dryer. Finish watching to the end of the video, because right now what I'm doing is kind of just looking at it. I'm kind of like, I didn't like the disconnect between the shorter clip-ins at the top and then the longer clip-ins in the back. So I just kind of like play with it. I fluffed it out a little bit. I didn't want to fluff it out too much because I didn't want to get frizz. So I didn't want to put my hands through it too much. But I will say that I did not get a lot of frizz at all. So you can touch it and play with it as long as it's dry fully, so that you won't have any problems with the hair actually frizzing up too bad, because the clip-ins are really good quality. So this is the finished look, but if you stay to the very end, I am going to show you guys how it looked when it was fully dry, and I actually stretched the front out to kind of like make it more even with the back hair. Once the clip-ins fully dried and I stretched it out more, they were so pretty. Like, if you guys purchase these, you will love the curl pattern, and make sure you do a twist out with it like I did. So make sure you guys watch my previous video and subscribe to my channel, and I'll talk to you in my next video.